Fortunately, it just doesn't seem like there is enough officers to deal with things in the district or in the area.
Coming up on Today in St. Louis, weekend edition, public problems, private police. The St. Louis neighborhoods considering police alternatives to increase response times and decrease crime.
And we're looking out over the city this morning. It is dry for now, but more rain will be on the way soon. I'll tell you when.
All about barbecue is about the relationship you build with them. Because barbecue is for besties.
And let me say that again. Barbecue is for besties. We'll give you an inside look at this weekend's Taste of St. Louis with flavors for all of the foodies.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
We're waking up with a live look at the Missouri Botanical Garden today. Oh, just breathtaking.
Lovely.
If you got outdoor plans, you'll want to bring lots of water with you because it's gonna be hot. We're in weather alert because our heat index is so high today. Good morning to you. It's Saturday, August 12th. I'm Travis Cummings here with Weather First meteorologist Tracy Henson. We got all that rain, all the severe alert stuff out the way.
Yeah, it's been coming through in the morning.
Yeah.
Lucky for us, though. Scott Connell was here when I got in this morning
he
around
was
4
cranking it out.
He was. He's always watching. He really is. All right, so let's go over our weather for the day today. This is what we had early morning for us overnight. Christy Boardman sent this in. Thank you so much, Christy. This wind was pretty strong outside, roughly 30 to 50 miles an hour. It just really depended on where you were. Troy, Missouri is where we got some of the highest wind totals there. And Pierre sent this one in. Wow, what a shot. The sky really put on a show last night. Look at those lightning strikes in the sky out there. It was really something. And then winds sent one tree flying into another outside. This was Robin's home. Look at how this landed. This was really unique here. So this is in Fenton, Missouri. But she said it did not land on the house. So that's a real blessing there. But my goodness, look at how that one landed. That's really something. All right, so our radar view for us right now, we are seeing those storms as they track down and out of our way. It was a bit of a rumbly night last night. You saw some of the damage there from those trees that have fallen down. Also, some reports of power lines down in the Troy area. Troy was one of those spots we got 50-mile-an-hour winds. Otherwise, by the time it made it into the St. Louis area, we were still under a severe thunderstorm warning, but our winds were not very strong. So that's definitely a positive. Our storm outlook here shows this getting up and out of the way, and then we're nice and dry through the rest of the day. The only downside of all this is just how warm it will be. It's going to be quite humid out there and sticky. So temperature-wise this morning, it's been off to a cooler start. It's 73 degrees. But as we get through the rest of the day here and the sun comes out a little bit, the heat index is going to rise to 103 degrees. Really something there. 100 degrees between 4 and 6 o'clock. And then overnight tonight, we are looking at some patchy fog. Some of that could be quite dense, could cause some issues on the roads. Our sunset is at 8 o'clock.
All right, Tracy, thank you so much. Well, you can get the Weather First forecast sent to your phone at any time by texting the word weather to 314-425-5355. Right now, police are looking for the driver in a hit and run near Busch Stadium after Sunday's Cardinals game. This morning, we have footage of the altercation, and we want to warn you it may be disturbing to watch. The surveillance video shows a black Dodge pickup truck pushing a golf cart near the intersection of South Broadway and Clark Avenue. The two people in the golf cart confronted the driver. The truck eventually struck both men, nearly driving over one of them before speeding east on Clark. The victim suffered minor injuries. Right now, some St. Louis neighborhoods are working hard to keep their streets safer. This week, St. Louis Hills residents voted to pay more taxes to bring in extra police patrols. This morning, our Brent Solomon met with leaders in the Hill about their plans to hire private security.
Home is where the heart is.
When you live in the Hill, it feels like you live on vacation. The corner stores, the restaurants, the people walking around.
It's why Jim Barnthouse heads the Hill 2000 Neighborhood Association. He loves living in what he calls one of the safest communities in St. Louis. But that doesn't mean it's immune to crime.
Every single neighborhood association meeting we have, it's the #1 topic. And it's people like, hey, my car got broken. So what are we going to do about it?
One option is what some other city neighborhoods have already implemented, paying higher taxes for private security.
Within the last handful of years, it seems like we have had an uptick in issues on the Hill. What we are doing now is reaching out to local security firms. We have priced services from 3 to 4 different firms in the area.
Last summer, the Holly Hills neighborhood took that route, neighbors agreeing to pay some $200 to put off-duty police officers on their streets. Just this week, St. Louis Hills approved a tax hike with the same goal of making their community safer.
I know from working with our police liaison that the city police are working very hard. They are extremely responsive. Unfortunately, we hear this a lot, they're stretched and they're stretched thin. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like there is enough officers to deal with things in the district or in the area.
Brent Solomon, 5 on your side.
This morning, Illinois' assault weapons ban is still in effect. The state Supreme Court ruled that the ban is constitutional. The law bans the sale and purchase of assault-style rifles and handguns and also high-capacity magazines. There's been debate about the legality of the ban, and the decision is expected to be appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. Right now, residents, loved ones, and first responders are returning to Lahaina after the Hawaiian wildfires. We'll hear from the Missouri Red Cross team on the ground in Maui.
And the radar view shows those storms making their exit. A few areas had some flash flooding issues. I'll go over what the rest of the day has in store.
And for many, it's the last weekend to grab school supplies before school starts. We're looking out for your wallet this morning, and we'll tell you where you can cross out that checklist for free.